Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir, as well as Chancellor of University of Kashmir, Sri Manoj Sinha, Chief Secretary Sri Arun Kumar Mehta, Vice Chancellor Professor Talat Ahmed, Registrar Dr. Nisar Ahmed Mir, students, faculty and other staff members, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. Friends, I am delighted to be among you all today in this land of great historical and cultural significance. It has been called Resi Waar, or the land of saints, and has always attracted spiritual seekers from far and wide. I feel blessed in standing on this land, which is not only reservoir of wisdom, but also endowed with unparalleled natural beauty. I have been told that close to 3 lakh students are receiving degrees today. I am impressed by the numbers. Just about half the students receiving degrees today are women. Not only that, when it comes to gold medals, I am told 70% of the winners are women. It is this belief in equality and capabilities that needs to be nurtured among all women so that we can successfully build a new India, an India which is at the forefront of the Comity of Nations. I would like to tell each of you that your quest for learning and your faith in knowledge as an agent of change are really inspiring. The credit for this also goes to the teachers and administrators of the University of Kashmir. These achievements are not surprising because Kashmir has always been known as Sharda Desh, after the illustrious Sharda Peeth, which was a famous center of learning in ancient times. India has always prided itself in placing knowledge above all. We had great traditions in learning, and Kashmir too has been home to some of them. A need was felt to align modern education with our rich heritage in such a way that it would help us respond better to the challenges of the 21st century. With that vision, a new national education policy was announced last year. I am pleased to note that some of the features of the new policy have already been initiated at the University of Kashmir. Another significant feat of this university is the emphasis it has placed on research, which is an important component of the new policy. I am told that the University of Kashmir has the distinction of being one of few in India with a dedicated center for interdisciplinary research and innovations. Above all, I am glad to know that your university has responded to the pandemic in a most praiseworthy manner. After the outbreak last year, the University of Kashmir immediately shifted to online modules and made e-resources available to its students. Moreover, it also supported the administration by providing quarantine facilities at its main, north and south campuses. Kashmir is a place that defies descriptions. Many poets have tried to capture its beauty, calling it paradise on earth. But it is ultimately beyond words. It must be this bounty of nature that has also made this place a hub of ideas. It is impossible to write a history of Indian philosophy without referring to Kashmir's contribution to it. One of the oldest manuscripts of the Rig Veda was written in Kashmir. Hinduism and Buddhism flourished here, as did Islam and Sikhism after it arrived here in later centuries. In the works of Laleshwari, you can see how Kashmir provides the very template itself of communal harmony and peaceful coexistence. This is also reflected in all aspects of life here, in folk arts and festivals, in food and dress. Almost all religions that came to this land embraced a unique feature of Kashmiriyat that shunned orthodoxy and encouraged tolerance and mutual acceptance among communities. I take this opportunity to urge upon the younger generation of Kashmir to learn from their rich legacy. They have every reason to know that Kashmir has always been a beacon of hope for the rest of India. Its spiritual and cultural influence has its imprint all across India. Kashmiri youth are scaling new heights in a variety of sectors, from civil service exams to sports and entrepreneurial ventures. Kashmir is bound to acquire its rightful place as the crowning glory of India. Once again, I congratulate all students and also their teachers and wish all of you a successful journey ahead. Thank you. Jai Hind.